Hi bakers, this is Tanya with Global Bakes. Today I wanted to make something a little different to get into the holiday spirit, so we're going to make salt dough ornaments to use around our house and our Christmas decorating. These are simple to make. You're just going to use 2 parts of flour to 1 part of salt and 1 part of water. So I've used 2 cups of flour, all purpose is fine, 1 cup of regular table salt, and then you're going to put that in a bowl and mix it all together. In order to get kind of that Christmassy vibe, I wanted to add some spices to this. You don't have to add the spice, you can go with just the plain salt dough mixture, but I've added 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and then 2 teaspoons of ground nutmeg have gone in there as well. These ornaments smell so good. Every time I walk anywhere near my tree, I get a good whiff of it. Just going to mix that up to incorporate the spices, get them all mixed into the dough. I had such a good time making these ornaments, just kind of not worrying about anything, thinking about Christmas, playing some music in the background. I've added the water, and I'm just going to use my Danish dough hook here to mix this up. It just makes mixing a bread doughs really easy, and this is similar. I've put a link in the description below if you don't have a Danish hook and you'd like to get one. Now we're going to flour our board. Just get that dough all incorporated. Mix the flour in as best you can. This is a completely no stress bake. We don't want to eat these for sure because they would just taste like salt, which would not be very pleasant. Now I've brought my dough together here. I'm going to press it out with my hands and then grab my rolling pin. Add a little flour to your rolling pin to avoid sticking, and then just roll this out to whatever thickness you prefer. I went to about 1/8 of an inch. Brush off that extra flour just to keep the color of the ornaments, that nice pretty cinnamon color. Choose a selection of ornaments, whatever array you would like. I also found some little decorations in my crafting area that I could use as imprints to make different designs on my ornaments. I thought I'd go with a couple different snowflake patterns here. These are just from the party section, I think at Walmart, I'm not sure. And some little wooden ornament shapes that I had. I'm going to use a bird because I just thought that would be a pretty little addition to these ornaments. And I love the way the dough takes the imprint of just about any shape you have. Cut out whatever size and shape you like. There's no science to this. Have some fun, be a little bit creative. I'm going with circles here, and these are the ones that I'm going to imprint some snowflakes and some birds on. Just take your shape, gently push it into the top of the ornament. This dough is a dream to work with. You can play with it and do whatever you'd like. See how that dough just takes the imprint so perfectly. This would be a great chance to personalize as well if you'd like to put names, initials, or any kind of other special design for somebody on your Christmas list. Now I'm just going to take the tip of a piping tip and cut out little holes so that I can string these on either ribbon or twine or whatever I have on hand. Whenever you get some dough in there, just clear it out with a toothpick. Super easy. And now I'm going to cut some more smaller circles because I really like the look of varying the size of the ornaments that I made. These are just easy biscuit cutters that I have in my cabinet at all times. You can use any cutter you like. Now we'll imprint the cute little bird. Just so easy to get so much detail. You could wrap these up and give them as gifts as well. Because of the amount of salt in this dough, these are going to keep. They're not just a one-time use. I'll be able to keep them for use after multiple years if you just store them airtight. Place these on a baking tray. A few of them didn't want to come up really easily, so just use a spatula. And then I'm going to cut some other shapes. Here I've gone for some stars. And again, I did multiple different sizes of the stars. And these I decided to cut out the center, just to give me a little bit of variation in sizes and shapes. The great thing about this is I've got two shapes for the work of one. I've got the big star with the hole in the center, and then I'm also going to go ahead and bake the small stars as separate ornaments. If you don't have a piping tip, you can just use a skewer or a toothpick or anything else that would make a little hole there. Put those in the oven at about 350 for anywhere from 14 to 18 minutes, depending on the size. So my ornaments have baked, and I'm just going to string these on some twine. I'm just using the brown twine with a knot in the end to make a garland with the stars. This would be so pretty on a tree or greenery around a window or on a mantle. You don't even have to string these if you don't want to. You could just set them in the greenery on top of a table, on your mantle, wherever you have some greenery. I think these would be really pretty. I love natural ornaments. I just think they just bring a nice little natural element into your decorating. And I also like to make my own. Here I just use some twine. I'm very much into using what I have on hand right now, and I happen to have this twine. Obviously I had flour and salt and spices, so these ornaments were just a natural easy project for me to get into. I love the handmade look. I love giving them as gifts, and I love putting them up around my house. String these individually if you'd like. Here's a cute little gingerbread man, or you can do the garland as well. Hanging them on your tree, they just kind of bring the nice scent of the spices, as well as a pretty natural element to your decor. I remember making these as a kid. These would be great to make with your kids, but they're also very therapeutic and fun to make on your own. They just look so pretty on the tree. So thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you watched my video. Please like and subscribe. That's really the best way that you can help out my channel, is to give me a thumbs up and then to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support and your time for watching. Thanks, and happy holidays.